Hello everyone, it's Delon. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Thank you just for supporting my channel and just for being here. If this is your first time, I'm Delon. I recently had VSG surgery, and so I'm starting a little mini series about my journey, and so a few of the next couple of videos will be just about my VSG journey. Today is going to be specifically talking about how I am 1 month post-op, and I'm super excited. So I just wanted to let you guys know about some of the changes that I've been experiencing, some things that have been happening, things that are different, all of that. So as of today, I am 27 pounds down from my highest weight. I'm trying to contain myself, but I'm extremely proud, and I'm so excited, and I'm so blessed and grateful that I even get to go on this journey, and that I'm doing so well, and that I'm healthy, and that I decided to even go this route with it. So yes, I am officially 27 pounds down from my highest weight and still counting. So I have a few things written down that I wanted to just stay on track with. So I have notes. If you see me looking down, that's what's going on. So first thing I wanted to talk about is how my weight loss has slowed down. So initially you're on a 2-week liquid diet. That's what your surgeon will recommend. Now that can vary from person to person. It may be a 7-day liquid diet. It may be 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Mine was a 2-week all liquid diet. So that's bone broth, chicken broth, beef broth, water, Gatorade, protein shakes. That's pretty much it. Now, since you're so fresh out of surgery with that, that doesn't bother your stomach. Your stomach literally cannot tolerate food, and you don't really have much of an appetite anyway. You're recovering. If you are drinking just liquids for 2 weeks straight, of course you're going to see the bulk of your weight fall off in that time period. So that's when I lost the most. My weight loss has slowed down because I have now introduced foods into my diet. And so I talked to my surgeon, and he moved me onto pureed foods. So with pureed foods, we're talking about and I say pureed foods, but it's really a soft food stage. It's what it's called. And so that's like soft fish, eggs, beans, oatmeal, very soft, kind of mushy consistency things. And so I introduced all of those things back into my diet slowly but surely. I think the first thing that I had was some beans. Yeah, first. And I think I might have mentioned that in my previous video, the 2-week video, because I was like slowly transitioning into pureed foods. But yeah, so the first thing that I tried with was beans, and it was fine. It went down fine. I had to adjust to how it feels to go down. I had to adjust to how it feels when it's sitting in my stomach, which is not a huge difference than how it was before. However, it was more like getting used to when my body is telling me that I'm full, or getting used to what it feels like when my stomach is not able to tolerate something, or when, something that I'm not ready for at the time. So, with that being said, I think the only thing that I'm kind of struggling with right now is chicken. Whether it is chewed up really well, whether it's diced, whether it's like blended. Chicken, it goes down. You know what I mean? When I say it goes down, people who have had VSG surgery will tell you sometimes you can kind of feel the food sitting between your esophagus and your stomach. So it's like there's just a little bit of like if you get something caught here, you kind of gotta go like this. That happens often for us. We may feel something, we feel our food going down. Chicken just gets stuck right here for me. And I know you guys may be saying, like, you're supposed to be on the puree diet, soft food diet. But again, if you are mashing this stuff up, that is soft food. That is pureed food. So I will chew the chicken down till it's nothing, y'all. And then try to swallow. And for some reason, that chicken don't do it, okay? And it's starting to taste weird too. They don't tell you about that, but your taste buds do change after surgery. So there's some things that you loved before, and now it's like, ooh, I don't want that. So chicken is one of those things for me. Fish, I've found a new love for salmon, y'all. Oh my gosh. I found a new love for salmon. The way that I cook it, the way that I put different things on it and dress it up, little honey drizzle, and I can smash some salmon, okay? So I think that'll be my option for protein over chicken going forward, just because it goes down easier and nobody wants to sit there and have to, worry about it going down and all of that. So of course, your bites are tiny. They want your bites to be tiny, okay? You cannot be gulping down, shoveling down food like I used to. Like it just, you can't. You will throw up. You will feel that little uncomfortable feeling here, and you will have to take a seat back and be like, okay, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So your body lets you know through this tool, which is all this VSG surgery is. It's a tool to equip you and help you to eat more intuitively, to be more mindful about what you're putting in your body, to be more mindful about how fast you're eating. Because I think just as a society, we be gobbling it up, okay? And that's how I used to do, like just, eating two things at once, drinking at the same time. It is a slow-paced, enjoy your meal, intuitive thought process when it comes to eating for me now. And so it also takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register with your stomach about when you're full. So if you're constantly shoveling things in, you may overeat without thinking about it. With this surgery, you have to eat small, bites and allow yourself to feel and think about, okay, am I full or can I have another bite? Okay, I'll take another bite. Am I full or can I have another bite? I can have another bite, So it's been helping me in that way to eat like that. Protein. Woo, child. So even when I was on the liquid diet, y'all, protein shakes, I was using the Premier protein shakes, and I could not tolerate them. And when I mean I can't tolerate them, they made me feel nauseous. If you are lactose intolerant, which I am, and I still be eating cheese, sour cream, ranch. Like I love all of that. Dairy, I love dairy and know for a fact I'm lactose intolerant. But that's neither here nor there. So, but you know how if you are lactose intolerant and you know how like milk affects you or ice cream affects you. Ooh, ice cream is bad. Ice cream used to do me bad. I ain't had no ice cream. But ice cream, yogurt, those type of things will like flare up your stomach, right? You like, ooh, it feels bad. That's how protein shakes started doing me after the surgery. Prior to surgery, I was fine. I could gulp down a protein shake and go on my way. Now, it's so milky and so rich and so full of whatever it's full of. that thick consistency and everything. I could not do it, okay? So I haven't had an actual protein shake in probably about 3 weeks, I would say. Probably about 3 weeks. That ain't good, okay? That ain't good. Now, I have been drinking protein water because with this surgery, protein is about protein. I know what they say, protein this, protein that. And I like it, I hear it, I understand it. But at the same time, with your pouch being so small, I'm going in between, do I want to drink or do I want to eat? And most times I'm gonna eat, okay? So I have to make a sound decision to make sure that I'm getting enough of my liquid protein in before I even eat anything, before I try to get protein out of my food. It has to be like, I can read, okay, this has 16, 17 grams of protein. If I finish this off, I know I have my protein just in case I don't eat protein today, right? So I've been doing the Gatorade protein waters. They've been cool, but I'm not a huge fan of Gatorade. Not to say that it's nasty, not to say that I won't drink it, but I'm in search of a better protein water option for myself. Now, I also thought about going to protein powders where you can kind of mix it in or make a little smoothie or a shake or something like that. And I feel like that's eventually just the route that I'm going to end up going because I don't want to taste it. And I don't know. I feel like with the powder, I can put it in a lot of other things. I can put it in food too if I wanted to, like some avocado or some oatmeal. And then that way I'm for sure getting the protein that I need. So I'm going to try that. Vitamins. I have not started any vitamins yet. I am supposed to be on vitamins right now. Well, this is what really happened, y'all. This is what really happened. My mom has the information of the vitamins that I'm supposed to be on. She accidentally took those with her when she came down to support me during my surgery. She accidentally took my paperwork. So she's been on vacation and it's been other stuff and da 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 da. So I have not gotten the list of my vitamins yet. That's no excuse. Okay, I could call my doctor and ask what are the specific lists of the vitamins that I'm supposed to have, but I still haven't done that either. Now, so I am holding myself accountable. Y'all can hold me accountable because I do need to take my vitamins. It is so, even before the surgery, I was taking vitamins every day, and I love my prebiotics and probiotics, and I had an iron pill that I was taking and my hum pills, and those were just like my regular everyday vitamins. And I know that you have to take more specific vitamins for bariatrics. So that is my next goal, along with the protein, is to really, get on a consistent regimen with those things. And I feel like the surgery is still so new to me that I haven't been affected too much about not taking the vitamins, besides low energy, which I'm going to talk about next. When it comes to low energy, I don't really experience it in the morning. Like, I'm not tired or groggy. It's mainly after I eat, which I talked to my surgeon about. And I just called and I was like, hey, why is it that after I eat anything, it doesn't matter what it is, I experience fatigue? It doesn't last for a long, long time, but it just feels like I need to sit. I am fatigued. And so I called him and he was like, well, it looks like that might be a sign of dehydration. Makes sense. If I'm always choosing eating over drinking and I'm not getting enough of my protein, I'm not getting enough water or whatever it is, it makes so much sense that I would be dehydrated, and that after I eat, my body is having to work overtime to digest those things without anything to really work with as far as hydration. So I don't feel like I have been extremely dehydrated. I don't feel like it's been to the point where it's not anything that I can't manage on my own. However, it is a concern of mine because I have to get on a regimen. And I think that just my personal lifestyle, where I'm living at the moment, what's been going on has not been it hasn't been extremely easy for me to be on a regimen and a routine when it comes to this. So I know that once I move into my apartment, which is like, y'all, we on the brink of it, we right here. Once I move into my apartment, I think that things will be easier for me. I can kind of compartmentalize what needs to happen. It can be right in front of my face. I'll have space for it. And so I will be working on that. Let's talk about body changes. Ooh, this is a fun one. So my body has changed drastically just in the time period that it's been. It's only been a month and I can feel and see drastic changes. I'm going to start with the more noticeable changes, and then I'll go into the more minute changes and the nuances that people probably don't think about. Number one, I would say obviously my figure. I look smaller. I look like I've lost weight. If you see somebody, they look thinner, or they look like they, things are smaller on them, you can see. I've gotten a lot of comments. Did you lose weight? Did you lose weight? You're looking good. You look like you lost weight. So that's evident, is that my actual figure seems smaller. My waist has come in. I have this big fupa, y'all, like the stomach is stomaching, okay, but that has significantly decreased in size. The shape of the stomach kind of being rounded on the bottom is still there, but it has dramatically decreased in size. And so I have been getting a lot of comments on the fact that I look like I've lost weight. Something else that I've noticed, definitely my face, definitely my neck, all of this has slimmed significantly. I can definitely see a more prominent jawline, all of those things. Just this in general. I mean, my collarbones, they're not completely out yet, but they're more prominent and more evident than they were before. All of this was a lot more just kind of beefed up, So those are some of the bigger changes that I've noticed. Small changes I've noticed. Things like my rings just sliding off my fingers. Like, they don't fit. What else? My girdles. Y'all know I keep a girdle on because things have to be snatched tight and together. My girdles have been too large. You can't have a too large girdle. What's it gonna keep in? So that's been something. My toes, I feel like my toes have gotten skinnier, and I think I mentioned this in my other video, but y'all, like, my toes are skinnier. Like my feet are skinnier, my hands are skinnier, my wrists, my knees. I was driving today in the car. You know how like you just see, like you can look down and you see your legs, you know. My knees are smaller. Like the actual, like the shape of my knees are smaller. My thighs, they jiggle a lot. So I used to have a very tight lower body. So my butt, my thighs, all of the places that would normally jiggle, they were very tight on me. And now they're getting more like jiggly. Like, what else? I'm trying to think. My chest, my breasts, they have gotten smaller. Not as small as I want, you guys, because I have such a love-hate relationship with these two here. On one end, I enjoy that I have them. You know, I feel like they are very beautiful, but at the same time, I feel like they have been too big all my life, just too large. And I feel like I've been over sexualized because they're so large. And you know, there's certain shirts that I can't wear, certain things that I can't do because they're so large. And so I have noticed that they have definitely gone down in size. Not a full cup, not to the extent of needing another bra, but definitely gone down. Just, it almost seems like if they were swollen before and now they're not swollen. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm hoping that on this journey, as I continue, that they will just continue to decrease in size, because, child, I don't want them. Someone had asked me on Instagram if my makeup routine has changed since I've lost weight. I would say yes, for two reasons, okay? Number one is I feel like my features are smaller. I feel like I can accentuate them in different ways. Of course, my actual routine and step-by-step process hasn't really changed much, but I feel like my actual features are changing a bit. And so the way that I accentuate them with makeup is changing. And then the second reason is I want to experiment more. I want to see what look I'm really going for. Do I want to keep the natural look? Do I added some more dramatic lashes this time, which I usually go for the smaller ones, a little bit more natural. But I like this look. I feel like the face is a little bit more natural, but it's beat, it's snatched, and I feel like these just added extra flair. So I'm trying to like see which route I'm gonna go when it comes to makeup and my everyday look. Is that gonna be more dramatic? Is it gonna be more natural? Am I gonna go to no lashes? There are a lot of things that I'm trying to kind of figure out as I go. Let's talk about clothing and my style. I am trying to switch it up. I am trying to really understand what style I've always seen in my head for myself. I think that as a plus size woman, I always had to kind of settle for what was available in my size. I feel like I've always dressed nice. I feel like I've always been a fashionable person. However, I feel like I've had to settle again for what was available in my size. However, I really want to dress differently. I want to explore my style. I want to explore my hair. I put this up, you know, I never would have worn my locks like this. And I feel like there is a newfound confidence that has come with just embracing this new person. It's not necessarily about the new changes in my body, but just the implementation of something that made me feel like I can love myself more, made me feel like I can express myself more, and that I wasn't being held back by or trapped in a body that I really didn't identify with anymore. And so now I'm really eager just to see how my clothing and my style is going to change. I wore jeans and been wearing them jeans, child. I love those jeans. I got a pair of jeans, and I never would have gotten jeans because I haven't worn jeans in so long, you guys. I wouldn't have gotten them because they were either not going to fit, they were going to be too tight, they were uncomfortable, they were too hot, whatever it may be. And now I have the most comfortable pair of jeans because my thighs are not suffocated together. Like I can actually walk and feel like I can bend and all of those things. And so I feel like when it comes to clothing, I will be able to attain a style that I've been wanting to attain for a long time. Okay, so I wanted to briefly talk about friendships and dating. However, I feel like that topic, along with the self-love and discovery topic, will be a separate video. I feel like I can go more in depth than what I will go here. And I just want you guys to let me know in the comments if that's something that you want to see, is a video on dating, friendships, self-love, and confidence, and how all of those kind of have been going for me. But I did just want to touch on a quick little basis of those. So far, I feel like the biggest thing for me has been seeing how acquaintances have been treating me, as in like coworkers and people that I don't normally talk to on a regular basis. I feel like I'm getting more attention from. When I say more attention, I mean just noticed. People who didn't usually speak to me at work are now speaking to me. People are making jokes with me, and people that I thought, maybe they just don't like me because they never speak to me. Now they're, complimenting me and wanting to talk to me and holding longer drawn out conversations with me. And it's a little unnerving when I think about it in a deeper sense, to say like, okay, so what changed besides my appearance? Like what, or it could be my confidence, you know what I mean? It could be the way that I present myself. Maybe I'm coming off more friendly. Maybe I'm making more eye contact. So it could be a plethora of things. So I'm not just going to base it off of a shallow tendency that society tends to have, which is the truth. Okay, because we can talk about pretty privilege, and we can talk about how people treat you when your appearance changes. But I won't go all into that in this video. Again, I feel like we need to have a conversation. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you want to see. But yes, I feel like I've been getting treated nicer in general. I feel like people smile at me more. Could be because I'm smiling at them more. All of those things. Dating, so I'm on dating apps. Child, it's ghetto. And we know that it's ghetto. I don't have to explain that dating apps are ghetto. But I feel like my matches have gotten better. I've updated some of my pictures on there, some of more recent pictures, and I feel like I've gotten better matches, more conversations, let's say that. I haven't really been on any dates. It's only been a month, so I kind of take my time. I don't really jump to, oh, let's go out. It's more like, let me see what's in your head, and then we'll figure out if we're even compatible. But I feel like at least the matches and the conversations have been going a little bit better than they were before. And again, it could just be that I look more confident in my photos. I'm not only posting selfies, I'm posting full body photos. So I don't know. So along with that, I wanted to talk a little bit about self-love and discovery. I remember before starting this journey, the Lord said that this would be the best season of my life. I remember him saying that, and I had no idea that it would feel like this or begin to start off in this way. And even after my surgery, I remember hearing him, and it was like, okay, now, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, because it wasn't like an instruction or anything where he was saying, okay, now this is next, now this is next. It was almost like a resting and a calming that he sent me, and a peace in my spirit that was just like, okay, now we begin. We begin on this new creation. Now we begin on the outward appearance and the presentation to the world. Because I feel like for seasons, God and I were working on, my internal. We were working on what was inside. We were working on the fruits of the spirit. We were working on my heart. We were working on healing my soul. And so now it's almost like the outward appearance is matching what he's done on the inside, and the opportunities and the resources and the things that I will come into alignment with in my life on the outward are now matching what he's done on the inside. It's like putting wine into new wineskin. And so the wineskin is just what holds the wine, but the wine is what's valuable. The wine is what's precious, but that new wineskin it has to be new too. And so I feel like that's the process that he has me on. It's a beautiful, beautiful process. I'm so grateful to be here. But so the self-discovery, it's interesting because I'm having to kind of analyze thought patterns that I will have, or mental states that I will be in. Why are you feeling like that, Delon? Where did that come from? What's the root of that? When did you start feeling that way? Because it's no longer my experience, you know? And so with that, I think that I can't really speak on it as much because this is so new. It's so new. And so I know that as time progresses, as this journey goes on, I will have more things to say about this new self-discovery process. But I'm definitely discovering more about myself, about what I like, about what I dislike, about what I really want in life, what I'm deserving of. And so that is a beautiful process that will be coming soon as well. The last thing I wanted to talk about is my future plans with this surgery. Definitely, I already mentioned my vitamins, my protein powders. I went to the gym today for the first time, which was great. I felt great. However, I was very, very tired after, and I ended up taking like quite a long nap too. So I think that that could go back to the whole dehydration thing, or the not being on vitamins, or whatever it may be. But I think that I just kind of need to slow down. I don't need to jump into, oh, this is the next process and this is the next process. I don't think that I need to do that. I think I need to slow down and enjoy each step that I'm on, each process that I'm on. And right now, I just need to get used to eating well. I need to get used to meal prepping. I need to get used to staying on my protein powders and my vitamins and those things like that. And so I think the gym will be something that I implement further down the line. I don't think that it needs to be a daily thing, or I'm hitting the gym and it ain't time for that. And my body told me today that it ain't time for that. So I think that that's it. Oh, I did want to mention one more thing. So I get tons and tons of questions about this surgery. I get tons of questions about my journey. And so I wanted to make another video, a Q&A video where I just answer your questions regarding VSG surgery. So with that being said, in the comments, drop any questions that you have specifically, and then just put like Q&A and then your question, so that I know to answer that in the Q&A video and not right in the comments. But I'd like to make that video. I feel like it'll be very informative. I feel like a lot of people will have some of the same questions. So if there's anything that you want to know, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add that to the Q&A video when I release it. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me, for keeping up with me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.